Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, NV. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, girl.
Monday. Yes, I can't believe we back at it here. Okay, let's get into it. So today marks 2 years since Roe v. Wade was overturned by the Supreme Court. The landmark decision ended the constitutional right for an abortion ban, and gave states the option to decide on restricting access or not. Now, over a dozen states have stopped almost all abortion services, with another 3 utilizing 6-week bans. Marches and rallies are planned around the country today, including outside the Supreme Court. Now, New York Governor Kathy Hochul tells CNN State of the Union that Biden should lean into the fact that one of three American women lives under an abortion ban. Now let's hear more from Governor Hochul.
That is directly correlated to Donald Trump's promise. One of the few promises he kept was to overturn Roe v. Wade. And as a result, we have women that are suffering, that are driving hundreds of miles for an abortion. He doesn't have to say a lot about it because everybody knows who stole that right from American women. President Biden should remind everybody who did this to American women.
That's crazy. They don't have Biden's number. They can't call him directly. They have to do it through CNN. It's just weird that, I feel like, if everybody has the same goal, which is to win, right, and make sure that Donald Trump is not elected again, wouldn't they team up and say, you know what, this is what you should lean into instead of doing it on CNN?
I think that's exactly what she's doing. But to Charlamagne's driven home point, maybe the messaging of it, like how you're saying you're asking questions right now in regards to it, it's just not landing in the right way. Now, she did defend President Biden's reluctance to bring up the abortion issue, but added that Trump has taken credit for the end of Roe v. Wade, as he has appointed the 3 conservative judges to the Supreme Court, Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett, who tend to lean towards conservative issues. Now, meanwhile, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, she also entered the chat talking to ABC's This Week. Let's hear more from her.
If Donald Trump is elected to the presidency, he and the extremist Republicans are coming after abortion, contraception, and IVF in every single state in this country. The Republicans have blocked all 3. They have laid out their plan to say they're not going to permit women to have those 3 and to have access to them. If we have the trifecta, the House, the Senate, and the White House, then we are going to make Roe versus Wade law of the land again.
I think it's really important to note that, this whole abortion ban is not just about abortions. It's about contraception. It is about IVF. It's about just resources for women and reproductive health. And, that's really what it's about. Okay. And the Biden-Harris campaign is spotlighting former President Trump's felony conviction ahead of Thursday's presidential debate. I can't believe it's coming up. Oh, must see TV. Biden campaign co-chair Mitch Landrieu told NBC's Meet the Press the conviction speaks to Trump's behavior and character. Let's hear more from Mitch Landrieu.
People who know Donald Trump the best like him the least. That's worth taking a moment on to think about whether or not this guy's just going to be better next time at being bad. But the fact of the matter is that the sky is blue sometimes, and Donald Trump is a convicted felon. And the American people have to sit in that for a second. The person who wants to be president has to go sit with his probation officer before he actually goes to the debate. Remember, he's actually filed bankruptcy 6 times. That means that he's not just a bad business guy. It means he screwed all the small people who actually relied on him for a living. And so the American people are going to see that.
Your boy got a point. Do you want your president to have to meet with his probation officer before he heads overseas for any type of issue on your behalf? I'm not sure. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. This comes as the Biden campaign has recently released new ads focusing on Trump's criminal conviction in his hush money trial. So, yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
Hey, Charlamagne. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning,
Charlamagne, just on time. Come on.
I ain't hear nothing you say, Morgan. I just sat down.
They were just talking about Trump's criminal background. They're saying the Biden campaign has been putting money into telling people that he's been arrested and convicted, and he has to talk to his probation officer before he
Does anything for you.
or leaves the country.
Well, it's a lot of Americans who have to meet with their probation officer before they have to leave the country.
But are they representing the entire country?
I don't think.
Would you have them represent you?
I don't think people care about that issue as much as folks want to believe. Because if they did, he wouldn't have the standings in the polls that he has right now. If he did, they wouldn't care about him being the GOP nominee. I don't think that's much of a issue as people try to make it seem.
Yeah, I don't think
it is an issue.
I was going to say it's an issue because I'm definitely reporting it.
Yeah, it's an issue, but I don't think it's an issue to people. To the people that support him is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. I think them spending money on telling people that he's been convicted, I don't think it matters. I think they know.
That actually mobilizes his base. Okay, well, that's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. I've got more on former President Trump coming up. He made a rather elusive announcement anyways.
Okay. All right. Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. How you feeling, Jess? How was your weekend?
I'm good.
You good?
Yes.
You had to think about that.
Yeah, because I didn't get to go to sleep until 2 o'clock. I've had heartburn the whole weekend.
Oh, wow.
And it's so hard to sleep. It's really hard to sleep. And I ain't trying to complain, but I'm complaining.
I'm not trying to complain.
Like,
but I'm
yo,
Take a
complaining.
Tums to Tum.
No,
Can you
that
take a
don't
Tums?
work.
Oh,
yeah, I
really?
can take. Yeah. Pregnant women can take Tums, but they don't work, yo.
I just noticed our last week
work.
before summer vacation. That's what I know.
That's all you care about. I know.
That's all
right.
I care about.
I could tell the way you guys pulled up this morning. I could tell.
No, it wasn't that. It was just I pulled up this morning like that because it's Monday.
And
Well,
it's cancer season.
I'm
is
not
cancer
pulling up
season.
4 minutes late because it's about to be the week of vacation. I didn't go to sleep till 2 o'clock. And then Ashton woke me up at 4:30 like, yo, you gonna be late. I'm like, first of all, who you calling yo?
He was right,
He was
though.
like, Ma, you gotta brush your teeth.
Damn.
I was like, no, you're right. Because I'm
Man.
like, who you calling yo? Yo, the first word is who.
Who? Oh, man.
That's
you
a
hit him.
strong
It's
H.
too many words.
He
Too
was
many
like,
words.
oh,
You ain't
you
brushed
gotta
your teeth yet.
You ready to be late.
Lord have mercy.
Yo, brush your teeth right.
Who you calling? Who you hit me with 4 words and 2
Yes.
Who's? And a you?
Hey, you.
Get it
With
off your
and
chest.
didn't brush your teeth? No.
800-585-1051. Call us up right now. Let us know how your weekend was. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, guys.
Hey,
So
girl.
former President Donald Trump says he selected a VP. Are you ready? Do you know who it is? No, he has not yet revealed who that person is, but the list has been narrowed down to Florida Senator Marco Rubio, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance. Let's hear from Trump on his VP pick. It's a very short clip.
In my mind, yeah.
Do they know?
No, nobody knows.
That's right. Tim Scott, your way, baby. Win.
Now, as you can hear in the clip, or if you didn't hear in the clip, somebody was talking about Tim Scott, but that goes to show that Tim Scott is not on that short list, nor is any other Black candidate. Just saying.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
none of those people are going to move the needle. If he wants to move the needle, he would make Nikki Haley his VP.
That definitely seems like, and you know what? Trump has been showing a little bit of like empathy and showing that he can humanize himself a little bit. So that would further speak to that case, Charlamagne. Yes. So meanwhile, Trump did have a rally in Philadelphia over the weekend and addressed a gathering of Christian conservatives in the nation's capital, organized by the Faith and Freedom Coalition. Now, during his speech, he suggested that President Biden will take some sort of drug to enhance his performance ahead of Thursday's presidential debate. Let's hear more from the Donald.
As you know, it's been reported that right now Crooked Joe's gone to a log cabin to study, prepare. No, he didn't. He's sleeping now. Because they want to get him good and strong, so a little before debate time he gets a shot in the ass, and they want to strengthen him up. So he comes out, he'll come out, I say he'll come out all jacked up, right? All jacked up.
As Joe Biden should. I hope Joe Biden is on some type of performance-enhancing drug. He should be on something that's going to have him ready and jacked up for this debate on Thursday. It's not illegal to use performance-enhancing drugs in a debate. If you can run for president as a convicted felon, then I know there's no rules for being on PEDs while debating. If there is some type of PED they can give Biden to be ready for Thursday, give it to him.
Well, they're not going to be lifting weights and doing push-ups and sit-ups, are they?
Right,
matter.
not at all. The
Wait a
lift
minute,
is
yeah.
definitely the debate
God,
in
when you get
itself.
dead, God damn.
The same way we take B12 or we take You know, we take things to have our memory stronger. I have no problem with them shooting President Biden up with whatever they need to shoot him up with for him to be ready on Thursday.
There's a difference between a little ginkgo biloba and a PD.
Man, if we got it to give President Biden, give it to him because he gonna need it. Because you know what? Because if he get his ass kicked on Thursday, which he probably will, everybody going to be saying they should have gave him the drugs.
You give him the drugs, he's going to start breakdancing, he's going to start doing the windmill.
But he needs that. Now, listen, everybody going to be watching this debate on Thursday, and they're going to be watching to see things, right? They're going to be watching to see if Joe Biden looks like he got energy, if Joe Biden can, look youthful. I was watching CNN yesterday, and one of the commentators was like, he needed to smile more, because he looks so old and he comes off so old, and when he smiles, it makes him look younger. So if he needs to, if they're saying he needs to do all that in the debate, give him the drugs if there's drugs to be given.
Okay.
Pass out right in the middle of the debate.
Calm down. Who needs the drugs?
Yeah.
So President Biden is spending the week at Camp David prepping with his advisors. And there are some Republicans who are seriously calling on the president to take a drug test. In an interview with Fox's Sunday Morning Futures, Texas Congressman Ronnie Jackson said he's actually written a letter to the White House demanding the president be tested for PEDs. Now let's hear more from Congressman Ronnie Jackson.
We've seen recently in his State of the Union address that there was a Joe Biden that came out that was not similar at all to what we see on a day-to-day basis for the last 3.5 years. I'm going to be demanding on behalf of many millions of concerned Americans right now that he submit to a drug test before and after this debate, specifically looking for performance-enhancing drugs. He's going to be at Camp David for a full week before the debate. Part of that is probably experimenting with, just getting the doses just right, because, they have to treat his cognition. They have to give him something to help him think straighter. They have to give him something to wake him up, for his alertness.
So what if he is? There are no rules to someone taking PEDs for a debate. I'll take some PEDs right now. Okay.
That's you. You're not running for president. And the bottom line is there has to be a level of transparency, right? That's what the American people demand. So, of course, there is no real evidence that President Biden has taken any kind of drugs or that he's on anything. The debate hosted by CNN will take place on Thursday from 9 to 11, 90 with a 2-hour,
why do we need transparency? We don't know what these people take now. We don't know what his vitamin regimen is. We don't know if they taking B12 shot. We don't know what they do now every day to get their energy up and to operate as president. So why do we care about it for a debate? And once again, you telling me that there's no rules as far as being a convicted felon and being able to run for president. You can do that, but you can't be on PEDs during the debate. Please show me where that's a law, where that's a rule. This ain't the NBA or the NFL or boxing.
I'm not a scientist, but what PED gonna make him be a lot younger? What PED gonna make him speak a lot more fluent? What PED?
Oh, I'm sure they got them. They definitely got stuff.
You think so?
They got stuff for your cognitive abilities. They got stuff for your energy.
That
Absolutely.
much?
I'm sure. Absolutely.
That's 0 to 100.
There's a difference between ginkgo and PEDs, Charlamagne.
Man, give Joe Biden the PEDs. Y'all gonna see when he up there on Thursday and he's slurring and he's slipping and sliding and Donald Trump up there battle rapping and beating his ass. Y'all gonna be like, damn, they should have gave him the drug.
If they give him a PED, he gonna think he's a wrestler. He gonna start grabbing Donald Trump. He gonna put him in the
I ain't saying all
the headlock. All right, watch.
These guys, I didn't choose violence this morning. Speaking of drugs, no shade, no foul. Let's switch gears to sports and the redemption story of the year or the past 4 years. One of the biggest American track and field stars is headed to the 2024 Paris Olympics on Saturday. Sha'Carri Richardson won the 100-meter dash with a time of 10.7 seconds. Here's what she had to say after her meet.
I feel honored. I feel everything, every chapter I've been through in my life designed to prepare me for this moment, to stand next to these amazing women that I'm standing here with, that I have the pleasure of training with. And it's a full circle moment, but I'm very appreciative, and I cannot wait to go to Paris and represent. Definitely didn't have the best start, but had a better start than my other rounds. He might fuss at me a little bit because I didn't run through the line, but other than that, it was a great race to end the trials on in the 100.
All right, Melissa.
I'm happy for her.
Stop playing with her.
So happy for her.
Yeah,
I love
so
her.
she'll be headed to the Olympics after one of the best years in American sprinting history. Paris could bring redemption for Richardson, who won the trials in 2020 for the Tokyo Olympics, but was disqualified after testing positive for THC. So if you can't run in the Olympics with drugs, then why should you
No.
You should not be able to debate.
There's rules against that in sports. Ain't no rules against that in the presidential debate. I know it's not. I don't even got to do no research on that to know it ain't no rules for that in the presidential debate.
But they better not give him THC, because if he get THC, he gonna take a nap right then and there.
Especially if it's indica.
If it's indica, yeah, he's going right out.
Can't wait to spoke up.
Oh my gosh. That's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on socials at Morgan Media, MorgynMedia. And for more news coverage, you can follow the Black Information Network at Black Information Network and check us out at BINnews.com. Happy Monday, y'all.
Thank you, Morgan.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.